Alright, hey guys, here's the final outcome of my game 300. Just a quick review. It is pretty much the first person that gets 300 points in the game wins, starting out with 100 points. There's different point values on each part of the board that you land on, and pretty much that gives you different point values when you land on them. There's challenge cards is what you need. You need route objects to move and slide around the board. I have 2 pennies. You have scrap piece of paper that you need. You need dice, which I have on my computer. I cut a hole here for the sliding, if you remember from the rough draft, like I said I was going to do. It's going to give a quick example of what to do in the game. Starts out, each player will have to slide their moving pieces into this hole right here. If they do that, they get a turn to roll the dice. Once they roll the dice, they move around the board. After they make their move around the board, they pick up a challenge card. The challenge card tells them what to do. But if you land on a neutral space, you could own these neutral spaces for however many points you have. It doesn't have to be the exact amount. You could spend as much as or as little as you want with the points you have to own. The major change that I made to the game is there's bonuses for if you own 2 or more spaces. So if you own one neutral space, you spend however much you want with the points you have. So if you have 60 points and you own a neutral space, you could spend 1 through 60 on those spaces. Let's say I land on a second neutral space and I want to own that one, and let's say I have only 10 points, but I want to spend 10 points to own it. For 2 or more neutral spaces that you own, you're gonna earn 100 points for each space. So if I spend 10 points on the second neutral space, regardless, in return, I'm getting 100 points. So pretty much you just earned 90 points for owning a second space. And then if you land a third, that's another 100 points you get, so on and so forth. So pretty much once you get 2 or more, that's when the 100 gets in. I added that because it adds more strategy and makes you think more about if you want to own these spaces or not, and just don't want to let the dice, it doesn't allow the dice rolls to just let that play out and have an effect on the game. And other players are still able to buy them, or still able to buy the owned spaces off of you, but it would have to be for more than the cost of the original price. So if it's 60 points for one neutral space, let's say this neutral space is owned for 60 points. If another player lands on it and has 61 plus points, then they're allowed to buy it off one. Okay. Pretty simple still. And let's have a run through the game. And here we go. Like I said, like I said, everybody starts out with 100 points. So I'm just going to play for 2 people like I did in the rough draft, and just for game purposes, 100, 200. Alrighty. Now, player one. Try and slide it piece in. Didn't get it. Player one is going to chance it. Why not? It's early. Got it in. So now, here's what we do. We roll the dice. Computerized dice. 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a neutral space. Don't mind the pen. I made a mistake on the first take of my video. But okay. Player 1 is going to own this space for 40 points. Player 1 is going to try this method. So I'm just going to write down 40. Then I'm going to write a 1 for player 1. So I'm just going to do this really quick. Player 1, 40. Now we have 60. Now player 1 has to pick up a challenge card. And this is minus 30. So player 1's going to be in the hole early, but it might pay off for him in the long run. 30 points. That's what player 1's hoping for. Player 2's turn. Player 2 missed. Player 2 is not going to chance it. Player 2 stingy with his points. Player 1's turn. Oh, afterward. Nope. Not yet. Player 2 picks up a challenge card, though. Plus 20. So player 2. 120. Player 130. Player 1's turn. No. Player 2 is not going to chance it. Player 2's. No, challenge cards. What am I doing? Player 1. Move to same space directly across the board. So, player 1's here. And this says minus 30. Man, player 1 is in the hole early. Goose egg. Player 1. Player 2's turn. Nope, but player 2's going to chance it this time because they have a comfortable lead. Made it. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 5. So now we have player 1 with 0. Player 2, 125. Now, player 1. Oh no, I keep on forgetting about this. Challenge cards. Plus 50. $175. Game changer right now. Player 2 has a comfortable lead at gives. Player 1 right now. Now it's player 1's turn. Keep on forgetting about the challenge cards. This is very beneficial. Here we go. Didn't get it. Player 1 doesn't want to lose another 10 points. Player 2's turn. You could see him playing with certain strategies, how I'm thinking about how people would play as well. Here we go. Player 2's turn. Didn't get it. Take a chance. Player 2's got a chance. Might as well have a comfy lead. Didn't get it. So, player 2 lost 10 points for chancing. Player 1, 0. Player 2, 165. Player 1's turn. Didn't get it. Player 1's going to chance it this time. Got it. Dice roll. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And player 1 has no points, so they can't even try to own this space. But if they did have any points, it would actually be very beneficial for them to just spend their points on, even if they had 5, it would be really beneficial for them to spend their 5 points on this space, because since it's their second space for owning this one, they would get 100 points in return. So pretty much they would make 95 points for this. So you can see where the strategy comes in hand. Picks up a challenge card. Go around the board and receive 100 points from passing go. So, hey, here we go. Goes back to go. 100 points. Now look. Player 1 has 100. Player 2 has 165. Here we go. Dice or slide. Didn't get it. Player 2's not gonna chance it. Challenge card. Plus 20. Okay. Player 2 is 185. Player 1's turn. Didn't get it. Player 1's feeling a little froggy. He's got a chance it. Didn't get it. So, since you chance it, didn't get it. Lose 10 points. 90. 90, player 1. 185, player 2. Now, challenge card. Own a neutral space for free worth 75 points. Ooh, this makes things interesting. Already owns this one. So now, what this means is that this space is now 75 points. But player 1 doesn't have to spend 75 points on it. He just owns it. What makes this interesting is that's their second neutral space. Therefore, player 1 gets another 100 points. Now player 1 has the lead to 190 to 190 to 185. Player 2's turn. Got it in. Dice roll 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 15. Pick up the challenge card and go back 2 spaces. 1, 2. Loses 15. So you're back at 185. So Player 1 has 190. Player 2 is 185. Okay, so as you can see, the game will take some time because you could lose spaces or it could go fast. It pretty much depends on the spaces you land on, but there is some strategy that I have added. I'm really happy about how the game ended up. I think I added some strategy, added some more skill. I feel like the rough draft, the dice really controlled the game, but I feel like I made more components that the players control the game. I tried to make a game pretty simple and fun. I think this suits the bill, and hope you guys like it. And I had a good time with this class and enjoyed designing this game. Again, it's called 300, and hope you guys like it.